The President, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, has met with various world leaders at the G7 summit in France. The President has discussed various aspects of strategic cooperation and joint work to strengthen relations between the UAE and global partners. A UAE field hospital in Gaza has received a delegation from the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. The delegation was briefed on the extent of medical and therapeutic services provided by the Emirati hospital to Palestinians to help ensure the continuity of providing healthcare under difficult humanitarian conditions. The National Anti-Narcotics Authority, in coordination with Ras Al Khaimah Police GHQ, has stopped a criminal plan to promote narcotic substances inside the UAE. An undercover operation led to
fantastic day of football in the United States so far today. The greatest champions scoring plenty of goals. 3 goals for Leo Messi, 2 goals for Kylian Mbappe, 2 goals for Erling Haaland. Victories, goals, full stadiums, fans, incredible atmosphere. One more match to go tonight between Austria and Jordan, also a historic match. This World Cup is absolutely crazy, breaking all the records and bringing a lot of fans with a lot of joy to the stadiums and to the city. Stay tuned, the best is yet to come.
I do it, and we a do it, we make everybody see it. Anywhere me go, girl say me look neat. Anywhere me go, girl say me smell sweet. I do it, and me no borrow boy pants figure beat. Girl say me style tougher than the concrete.
The alleged ringleader wasn't even arrested until Sunday, the day of the UFC fight, when thousands were gathered here at the White House, including the president. Authorities allowed the event to go on because the Secret Service believed it had fortified the White House with maximum protection. Court papers allege the 5 men charged so far intended to target and kill attendees at Sunday's UFC event at the White House, including President Trump and Vice President Vance. At least 19 people allegedly had been discussing the plot on the encrypted messaging app Signal, and the Secret Service says some have yet to be arrested.
There are still suspects at large, and we're going to work it until everyone's been identified.
Prosecutors say the plot began unraveling last Wednesday when the mother of alleged 19-year-old planner Tyson Proper tipped off police that he was buying guns. He told law enforcement the plan was to stage a demonstration on the north side of the White House as a distraction, then deploy small explosive-laden drones to detonate over the UFC octagon and have sniper teams shoot high-value targets as they fled.
We're behind the scenes having a look at what preparation goes into hosting a World Cup game. England versus Croatia, it's going to be the one watched by millions of people right around the world, but there are 94,000 people that are able to sit in this inside Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Now take a look at what's going on the pitch. Now those are pink treatment lights because no natural light is able to get inside this stadium. They have to treat it during the day. They're currently doing some rehearsals for adverts, for promotional stuff that will be played in and out of the game. Look at some VIP seating over here. Imagine this, plush seats, eh? I mean, I bet some of those fans that paid thousands of pounds for their tickets wish they were sitting in here with their cup holders. Almost feels like a bit of a cinema, doesn't it? Interesting things about the pitch, let me tell you. One, the fact that it's been raised. It's not normally this high. They've raised it by 3 foot. There are huge pipes running underneath the pitch. That's my fact number 2 for you. For drainage purposes, these huge chunky pipes. Apparently they started working on this in March, which feels bananas to me. Logo.
It may well be the largest parade in New York City history. And it will be a parade where we will see ticker tape. As we know, the Knicks won in '73, but they've never actually had a ticker tape parade. This will be the first ticker tape parade in New York Knicks history. And it will also be one where we will see the players. Part of the reason we're having this parade on Thursday is to ensure the players have enough time to bring their families, because they've been working their entire life for this. And we will see city workers doing what they do every single day, oftentimes unrecognized, making that joy possible. And there will be performances, there will be New Yorkers, there will be the team, and there will be history. And I think that speaks to what this team means to this city. It also speaks to 53 years of waiting. It speaks to 26 years since the last time we were in the finals. And it speaks to the beauty of what one family story has meant to the whole city. Rick Brunson was on that '99 team when we lost 4-1 to the Spurs. And now for his son to be Captain Clutch 26 years later and deliver us this championship, it's an incredible moment.
And this morning, we can exclusively reveal that 5 new categories are being added to the ceremony when it broadcasts right here on ABC. So the categories include Best Asian Pop Music Performance, which will include the global phenomenon of K-pop as well as other Asian music genres, and Best R&B Collaboration Duo or Group Performance, Best Traditional Pop Vocal Performance, Best Traditional Folk Album, how'd they do with all this? And Best Latin Song. So the Grammys gets a lot more music when it comes to ABC. The Grammy Awards will air live on February 7th, 2027 on ABC, Disney Plus, and Hulu. Mark your calendars now.
Whoa! That's a lot.
Shoot. Yeah. It's a lot of music, a lot of performance. Yeah. All right.
Back here in the U.S. and to the reflecting pool on the National Mall. After President Trump spent millions in taxpayer money to have it painted blue, the water is now green, and workers were on site today. Here's Mary Bruce.
Tonight, the National Park Service out in force trying to clean algae that's turning the reflecting pool green. Just days after President Trump spent nearly $15 million to repaint it, quote, American flag blue.
You're going to have something you're going to be very proud of, and it'll last for 50 to 100 years before you have to do anything with it. Very strong, powerful substance that we use. And we picked a color called American flag blue.
Workers spotted this morning dumping hydrogen peroxide into the pool.
If it was supposed to look blue, it's pretty green right now, so I don't know. I'd ask for a refund or something.
It's one of several Trump renovation projects being paid for by taxpayers, now under scrutiny. On a judge's orders, Trump's name stripped from the Kennedy Center, which he had tried to rename after.
Si je commence à jouer pour tous les gens qui me critiquent et les faire taire, je pense que je devrais jouer jusqu'à 80 ans. Donc non, je joue pour marquer l'histoire de mon pays et de faire en sorte que mon équipe soit en finale et gagne la Coupe du Monde. Le reste, ça fera toujours partie de mon personnage et de ma carrière en tant que joueur.
Et soulagement quand même.
Non, c'est qu'un premier match de poule. Je pense que les gens doivent s'enflammer ou critiquer. Et nous, on doit toujours rester très froid, très stoïque dans ce qu'on doit faire parce qu'on sait que tout va très vite dans une Coupe du Monde. Et on a déjà le match contre l'Irak dans 6 jours où on doit gagner pour se qualifier.
Here's how people are getting to World Cup matches at MetLife Stadium.
It's never an easy stadium to get to, so it seems like they're giving us a few options.
Officials are encouraging people to take public transportation, and no, walking does not count. People on social media have thrown out the idea of walking, but police say that it's dangerous and illegal. There are even signs around New Jersey that say walking is prohibited.
Walking from here to New Jersey is not possible.
The public transit options are a $20 shuttle bus that's already completely sold out, or an NJ Transit train that costs $98 round trip. This is what the line looks like for the train about 3 hours before the match starts. It's pretty organized and nobody really has too many complaints. People told me they're more concerned with what the scene will look like getting home after the match ends.
It's gonna be rough coming back home.
If you want to drive there yourself, you might have a hard time finding a place to leave your car. Parking directly at the stadium is not allowed, and dynamic pricing is being used at nearby locations like the American Dream Mall, where the cheapest spot is going for around $250. Rideshare services will still be operating.
He insisted repeatedly today that the agreement does not involve any U.S. funds going to Iran to help it rebuild. That is one of the questions that has cropped up because so few people have actually seen the text of this agreement yet. An agreement that Vice President Vance said last night is actually quite brief.
We have our deal done with Iran.
President Trump in Evian, France, hailed the new agreement, claiming the text, which has not yet been released, blocks Iran from developing nuclear weapons.
And if they do, they suffer unbelievable consequences.
The page-and-a-half-long agreement ends hostilities with Iran, setting up a 60-day window for detailed talks about Iran's nuclear program.
We're going to see if they're serious about dismantling that program for the long term.
Vice President J.D. Vance selling the deal on social media.
The Straits of Hormuz are open immediately. You're already seeing.
Oh, they picked another good angle again. Oh, brilliant from Mbappe. Brilliant. France lead. Magical from France.
Listen, we said before the game that this guy and the guy that we're going to see tomorrow, they're both on the moon. And he reminded us why he is who he is. And Argentina also reminded us that they are the oldest. Let's not forget about them. But Leo is just different. It's just a different topic. So as you will say, when you give the back to the break or whatever, like Cristiano Ronaldo, Harry Kane, over to you.